I'm full. I'm tired. I'm happy. I'm sorry. Are you crazy? Are you bored? Are you drunk? Aren't you dating someone? Aren't you going to the store? Aren't you on a diet? It's too late. It's far. It's sunny. It's nice and warm. Is it over already? Is it dark outside? Is it Friday today? Don't do that. Don't trust me. Don't look at me. Don't worry. Don't be shy. I can explain. I can do it. I can help you. I can understand. I can't share my information with you. I can't live like this anymore. I couldn't take an action. I couldn't find the key anywhere. Can I talk to you for a sec? Can I have a glass of water before I leave? Could you hand me over that pencil, please? Can you just do me a favor? Can you stay with me for a little while? I have a question. I have a plan. I have a date right now. I want a sip of water. I want another chance to do it. I want a cute kitten. I'll call you back later. I'll just sit up for a bit. I'll give you a piece of advice. I won't leave. I won't hurt you. I won't tell anyone. I won't tell anybody about. I need a break. I need a few friends. I need some money. I need a gift. There's a strong wind. There's still hope. There's one thing they didn't tell you. There's no way out. There's no reason to believe you. There's no choice. There are people waiting. There are other people. There were two things I didn't know. I don't have time for this right now. I don't have anywhere else to go. I don't have any of these. Although we arrived early, there were no seats left. Though you're a good driver, you can't borrow my car. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting sick of that. I'm getting tired. Why are you getting so impatient? Be quiet. Be calm. Be strong. You're smart enough to know better. You're my friend. You're the best. You're a realist. I'm not wealthy enough to afford that car. He was nice enough to direct me to the nearest bus stop. The noise was loud enough to be heard next door. I'm sorry, but you're not tall enough to go on the ride. Can anyone speak English? Can anyone tell me? Does anyone have a light? Does anyone like rap music? Does anyone need to use the restroom? Does anyone know who's in charge? Even if you say no, I'll still do it. Even if I'm wrong, who cares? Even if the project falls, we will gain from the experience. Forget about him. Forget about what happened. Forget about the last time. Forget about work and have some fun. Forget about getting your money back. Even though my aunt is old, she is very energetic. Even though that's a nice house, nobody will buy it. Even though it's 90 degrees in here, I'm still cold. Even though the boys took showers, they still looked filthy. Even though I'm in a hurry, I will wait for here to arrive. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't listen to him. I wouldn't recommend that movie to anyone. I wouldn't order this salad again. I'd like an aisle seat. I'd like a glass of lemonade. I'd like a room with twin beds. I'd better leave now. I'd better eat something. I'd better go get my laptop fixed. I'd better get back to work. I'll be home later. I'll be late for the meeting. I'll be shopping. I'll be more happy to help. I'll be more careful next time. She seems happy. She seems excited about this. He seems quite shy. He seems very sure of himself. How about ordering pizza? How about ordering this one? How did your date go? How did your test go? How did your driver training go? How far is the library? How far can your car drive fast? How far can you go? How far can you push? How far can stay there? How much time do I have? How much does it cost? How exciting. How awesome. How generous. How's your family? How's your job? I almost forgot. I almost gave up. I almost lost my wallet. I almost missed the bus. I always get up early. I always drink coffee. I always work out. I appreciate the support. I appreciate what you've done. I appreciate what you're trying to do. I believe that's correct. I believe that I have the right to talk. I believe that he found out about this. I feel that is a bad idea. I feel that you're lying to me. I feel that you're not committed. I feel that I may have done something wrong. I figure that I owe you one. I figure that she sees him. I figure that it was cool. I figure that I'd find you here. I forget my umbrella. I forget about our date. I forget about the party. I forget about our meeting. I hate this job. I hate to even tell you this. I hate to interrupt, but we really gotta get going. I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew you could do it. I knew I could trust you. I knew you would regret. I may not make it. I may take the train. I may see you tomorrow. I prefer boxing. I prefer to go quietly. I prefer to keep what I do private. I prefer to think he's helping me. I regret breaking up with him. I regret that I didn't get his phone number. I regret that I didn't have children. I remember your last birthday. I remember what I saw. I remember going to Eiffel Tower. I remember sitting with my dad. I remember we were playing. I should get going. I should go back and get dinner. I should phone you later. I shouldn't watch them. I shouldn't do it again. I swear that I'll quit smoking. I swear I'll get back home early. I swear I'll never disappoint you. I swear I'll never be late again. I thought it was serious. I thought she hated me. I thought you didn't feel well. I thought we were going to the concert. I thought you were on my side. I'll have a Coke, please. I'll have a hot chocolate. I'll have pancakes. I'll have more of the same. I'll have my usual. I'm absolutely thrilled. I'm absolutely sure. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm absolutely behind you on this. I'm afraid you're late. I'm afraid that you failed this course. I'm afraid the answer is no. I'm anxious about my grandfather's poor health. I'm anxious about taking the university entrance exam. I'm anxious to meet my favorite baseball player. I'm anxious about the results of my medical examination. I'm anxious to get started before it rains.
I'm embarrassed to say I love you. I'm embarrassed by that every single time I do it. I'm embarrassed about the hole in my sock. I'm embarrassed to sing in public. I'm embarrassed about speaking in front of large crowds. I'm from Germany. I'm from London. I'm from Boston. I'm from nowhere. I'm frustrated with you. I'm frustrated over my lack of options. I'm frustrated that no one pays attention to me. I'm frustrated at work because there's always so much to do. I'm frustrated by my coworkers' unwillingness to cooperate. I'm glad that I met you. I'm glad that we got tickets. I'm glad that she's okay. I'm glad that we broke up. I'm glad we're spending the holidays with your family. I'm in shock. I'm in a hurry. I'm in love with you. I'm in horror. I'm in trouble. I'm into cooking. I'm into speaking English. I'm into rock music.
I'm on the phone right now. I'm on the computer. I'm on a diet. I'm on a date right now.
I'm really upset. I'm really stressed out. I'm really starving. I'm really mad at you. I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm sorry I said what I said this morning. I'm sorry I was being mean to you. I'm sorry that they broke up. I'm sorry that it took so long to call you. I'm surprised it was so easy. I'm kind of surprised you called me. I was surprised to find out that he was your son. I was kind of surprised that you agreed to go on a blind date. I'm not surprised to hear them say those words. I'm taking English class. I'm taking sociology next semester. I'm taking Professor Smith's chemistry class. I'm sure she will agree. I'm not sure if I did the right thing. I'm not sure about my vacation plans yet. I'm sure I met him before. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to make it to the party or not. I've been trying to fly this kite. I've been considered for a management position before. I've been editing her document. I've been sick in bed for a week. I've been looking for him for a while. I've got a little surprise for you. I've got a little money. I've got something in my eye. I've got bad news and good news. I've got a good feeling about this guy.
I've heard your son is brilliant. I've heard there was an earthquake last night. I've heard she's not very nice. I've heard so much about you. I've heard this before many times. I've known her for 10 years. I've known Mike for a long time. I've known him since he was a kid. I've known about this for a week. I've seen the Eiffel Tower. I've seen pictures of you. I've seen this movie several times. I've seen him somewhere before.
If there's time, I'd like to see the museum. If there's a better way to do it, tell me. If there's any trouble, I'll stick up for you. If there's one thing I hate, it's a liar. In case they ask, tell them I'm not here. In case she calls, please leave me a memo. In case I forget to call my client, remind me. In case you want to leave, just let me know. In case I don't return in 2 hours, call the police. Is anyone available? Is anyone hungry? Is anyone a doctor? Is that what you want? Is that what you think? Is that what your friend tells you? Is that why you started your own business? Is that why you haven't been in to see me since my surgery?
Is there anyone who disagrees? Is there anyone living in this apartment? Is there anyone who can translate this? Is there anyone who dislikes the Beatles?
It looks delicious. It looks completely natural. It looks like my next big adventure. It looks like I'm going to win. It looks like his hair is dyed. It tastes really good. It tastes amazing. It tastes sour. It tastes like ice cream.
It'll be done in time. It'll make you uncomfortable. It'll never happen. It won't be that bad. It won't be a big deal, because I lied. It's almost noon. It's almost November. It's almost bedtime. It's almost $10 each. It's almost over.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna sell quickly. It's not gonna stay a secret. It's not gonna change one little thing. It's like we're stuck here. It's like no one matters. It's like he meant to do that. It's like she doesn't love me. It's like no one sees us. It's my turn. It's my birthday. It's my choice. It's my favorite dessert. It's not my fault. It's overwhelming to see all those things in one room. It's overwhelming to witness this historical event. It's overwhelming at times. It's overwhelming to receive too much attention. It's overwhelming when I imagine how hungry those babies. It's overwhelming when you don't have any answers. It's kind of overwhelming when they're all asking for help at the same time. It's probably nothing. It's probably the stress. It's probably quiet there without Sarah. It's probably natural to feel that way.
It's time to grow up. It's time for a preview of the new product. It's time for meditation. It's time for a comeback. It's time to board your plane. It's too big. It's too hard. It's too difficult for me. It's too much noise. It's too much work. It's worth asking. It's worth seeing once. It's worth taking the time. It's worth paying a fortune for it. It's worth fighting for.
Let me be with you. Let me introduce myself. Let me see if it's finished. Let me show you how to do it. Let me see if it's ready.
Let's go. Let's go shopping. Let's go fishing. Let's go skiing. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for lunch.
Let's say you're right. Let's say you didn't know about this. Let's say that Larry doesn't return. Let's say that we don't find a hotel.
Let's grab a drink. Let's order pizza. Let's go to the market. Let's see a movie.
Let's not hold grudges against each other. Let's not cross the line. Let's not get upset. Let's not be quick to judge. Let's not remodel our house.
Make sure you share with your brothers. Make sure she doesn't call the police. Make sure you've brought your checkbooks. Make sure that the water is not too hot. Make sure to lock the door before leaving.
No more meat. No more options. No more questions. No more house guests.
No one remembered my birthday. No one laughed at his jokes. No one gives me respect. No one will notice. No wonder you're mad. No wonder she hates him. No wonder you didn't go. No wonder why you look so tired. No wonder you left early.
Nobody can fix this. No one can match his stubbornness. Nobody can play the drums like Billy. No one can match her cooking.
She's nothing but trouble. He's nothing but a pretty face. You give me nothing but grief. You're nothing but a burden to your mom.
Nothing can separate us. Nothing can stop this boy. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing can be done in this situation.
Remember to eat your vegetables. Remember to keep drinking water. Remember to thank the host. Remember to pick up some groceries on your way home.
Shall we dance? Shall we go ahead and order? Shall we attempt a high five? Shall we just hold each other? Shall we all gather around the campfire here?
It should be over soon. This should be a thrilling game. They should be here any minute. He should be back in an hour.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to bother you. Sorry to keep you waiting. Sorry to call you this late. Sorry to disappoint you. Thanks for the flowers. Thanks for inviting us. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for helping me finish the project. Thanks for being there for me.
Thanks, but I'm busy. Thanks, but maybe another time. Thanks, but I've already had dinner. Thanks, but I have other plans.
That's interesting. That's true. That's better. That's funny. That's ridiculous.
That sounds good. That sounds boring. That sounds serious. That sounds like a good deal. That sounds like a lot of work.
That's how it starts. That's how we're going to catch him. That's how the trick works. That's how she was brought up. That's how I used to explain it to my kids. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm not going. That's why I said no. That's why we worked late. That's why it tastes so bad.
There goes our plan. There goes my dinner. There goes another project. There goes a new kid. There goes my reward.
There'll be plenty of time for that. There'll be other men to love. There'll be so many moments when you feel lonely. There's gonna be nothing to do. There's gonna be someone there to help. There's gonna be a lot of people.
There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing left to do. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing I can do about it.
There's only one problem. There's only one piece missing. There's only a few parts left. There's only 2 things on my list. There's only one computer.
They say it's almost painless. They say it's temporary. They say there is no such thing as a free lunch. They say all good things must come to an end.
They're gonna take him to the hospital. They're gonna start asking questions. They're gonna object the whole way. They're not gonna be happy. They're not gonna get away with it.
Kevin used to be my boyfriend. I used to think that you were selfish. When I was a kid, I used to get into so much trouble. We used to have family get-togethers twice a year.
We're gonna be late. We're gonna have another baby. We're gonna act like nothing is happening. We're not gonna wait. We're not gonna let that happen.
What about this blouse? What about taking the highway? What about hiring a new secretary? What about raising a dog? What about these sneakers?
What if we're late? What if they know who did it? What if I get up late? What if I fail to answer your call? What if I'm still sick tomorrow?
What's so funny? What's so good about it? What's so special about him? What is so wonderful about smoking? What is so hard to understand here? That's what I want to get. That's what everyone says. That's what we lost last night. That's what my aunt likes most. That's what I don't understand. What's the problem? What's the point of this? What's the time? What's the matter with you? What's the show about?
What's your hobby? What's your email address? What's your point? What's your phone number? What's your last name again?
Whatever you want, just tell me. Whatever you say, the answer is no. Whatever he says, just ignore it. Whatever happens, stick close to me.
When is the deadline? When is your birthday? When is our reservation? When is the wedding? When is the meeting? When is the right time to take action?
Whenever it storms, my dog howls. Whenever the boss shows up, people get nervous. Whenever there's a game on TV, my husband watches it.
Where are the keys? Where is my new dress? Where is the party? Where are you? Where are we?
Whereabouts do you live? Whereabouts is the closest subway station? Whereabouts in the neighborhood is your new house? Whereabouts did you park your car? Whereabouts is the nearest public washroom? Whereabouts in the country you come from?
Wherever you go, I'll go with you. Wherever she shops, she finds bargains. Wherever they're from, they have a beautiful accent. Wherever you go in Hawaii, you should be able to see tourists.
Which way is east? Which way is the shortest? Which way is your home? Which way is the park?
Who cares what anybody thinks? Who cares how far it is? Who cares what you want to eat? Who cares how expensive it is?
Whoever washed the dishes did a bad job. Whoever called last night was drunk. Whoever made this mess better clean it up. Whoever said this would be easy was wrong.
Why not? Why not tomorrow? Why not go there right now? Why not buy a couple more for your parents? Why not go with this?
Would you excuse me? Would you get the same results? Will you forget about the appointment? Will you take it easy?
You deserve it. You deserve so much more. You deserve great things. You deserve to be happy.
You forgot to pay the bill. You forgot to give me my receipt. You forgot to pick me up at Jason's house last week. You forgot to check the email inbox this morning.
You have to be quiet. You have to be prepared. You have to stand up to him. You've got to meet me halfway here.
You look amazing in this light. You look really relaxed. You look like a genius. You look like a smart kid. You look like you could use a little sleep.
You mean everyone likes me? You mean it could kill him? You mean you can drop me off at my work? You mean you have a thing for Anne?
You might be right. You might find it unpleasant. You may be able to help us with that. You might want to think about looking for a job.
You seem a little sad. You seem awfully interested in this job. You seem like a nice. You don't seem very happy about it.
You should see a doctor. You should listen to your mom. You should know that. You should drive carefully.
You shouldn't lend money to him. You shouldn't follow strangers anywhere. You shouldn't turn at the corner to get to my house. You shouldn't play on the street.
Should I walk you home? Should I pay in advance? Should I just tell him you called? Should I bring anything?
You sound sick. You sound drunk. You sound sleepy. You sound worried.
You'd better stay until it's finished. You'd better lower your standards. You'd better find somebody else. You'd better dump this trash before it gets too full.
You're so sweet. You're so mean. You're so bossy. You're so kind-hearted.
You've been a good friend. You've been quiet tonight. You've been watching too much TV. You've been acting weird today.
You've got 10 minutes. You've got brains. You've got a flat tire. You've got a lot of opportunities.
I heard that you were expecting that. I heard you're having surgery tomorrow. I heard you did well in court. I heard you're from France.
You don't say hi to me anymore. You don't say sorry first. You don't listen to other people. You don't say thank you to me now.
It's just I'm not interested in her. It's just I'm really stressed out. It's just that I don't feel up to it. It's just that I'm exhausted.
That's because I don't feel like it. That's because she's very rude. That's because she's expecting a baby. That's because I just woke up.
That's when I remembered. That's when I realized something was wrong. That's when I knew he loved me. That's when the game was over.
That's where I last saw my bag. That's where I first met her. That's where I took classes. That's where you're wrong.
There's always next time. There's always a way out. There's always tomorrow. There's always an excuse with you.
Who did your hair? Who did the best job? Who did the decorations? Who did the illustrations in the brochure?
Who else saw this? Who else knows about this? Who else is available? Who else wants this?
Who says I can't do it? Who says I lied? Who says it's impossible? Who says I'm picky?
Who would do something like that? Who would believe him? Who would talk like that? Who would do that to their own friend?
How was your date? How was the movie? How was your exam? How was your trip to Italy?
How come you're so nervous? How come you didn't show up? How come you're being nice to me? How come I didn't hear anything?
I'm totally embarrassed. I'm totally confused. I'm totally bored. I'm totally against it.
I think you buy too much. I think both of you argue too often. I think that we need to talk. I think that we should start saving.
I'm sure that he'll like your present. I'm sure he's tired. Let him sleep. I'm sure that we'll be rescued. I'm sure you'll do just fine.
It's likely he forgot. It's likely it'll rain all night. It's likely that she had a nose job. It's likely that this meeting will last long.
I like to see you smile. I like to read self-help books. I like spending time with you. I like to play games. I like to see you smile. I like to read self-help books. I like spending time with you. I like to play games.
I love cooking. I love to hang out with my friends. I love to go clubbing. I love to watch baseball on TV.
Let's see what's wrong. Let's see what's on TV. Let's see if this one works properly. Let's see what needs to be done. Let's see how long this lasts.
I mean, never mind. It's nothing. I mean, we don't know what will happen. I mean, he's so immature. I mean, it's a bit cruel. I mean, I think I've fallen for you.
Compared to the rest of the class, I'm doing bad. I'm not well off compared to my friends. Compared to Brandon, you're a gentleman. Compared to my room, your room is so neat. I gotta tell you the truth. I gotta get this done by tomorrow. I gotta break it to her gently. I gotta go.
Who is in charge here? Who is winning? Who is starring in the movie? Who is on the line? Who is responsible for that?
Who wants another hamburger? Who wants to be Cinderella? Who wants to try it first? Who wants to know?
I meant no harm. I meant no offense. I meant by that, you're the most important person in my life. I meant to make it up to her.
I tried to explain myself. I just tried to get a reservation. I tried to get a discount. I just tried everything.
I'm certain that you can do it. I'm certain that you're qualified for the job. I'm certain you'll find a way. I'm certain she dyed her hair.
Help me move this couch. Help me look for my glasses. Help me learn how to ride a bike. Help me with my zipper.
It helps me get some rest. It helps me feel powerful. It helps prevent cavities. It helps keep his fever down.
Care for a beer? Care for a ride? Care for something to read? Care for some more wine or not?
Be sure to warm up. Be sure to carry an umbrella. Be sure to call us when you get there. Be sure to clean up after yourself.
You must meet the deadline. You must make the choice. You must hear this rock band. You must take care of yourself.
You'll regret that tattoo. You'll regret letting her go. You'll regret if you don't at least try. You'll regret if you don't get the house now.
Looks like snow. Looks like your dog is sick. Looks like you need a new car. Looks like she is busy.
Sounds like a good idea. Sounds like that guy likes you. Sounds like you made him angry. Sounds like you've got a bad cold.
Smells like something's rotting. Smells like diesel fuel. Smells like cabbage in here. Smells like something's burning in the house.
Tastes like chicken. Tastes like mom's recipe. Tastes like it's spoiled. Tastes like you used too much salt.
They seem like nice people. It seems like just yesterday she was born. It seems like the year flew by. It seems like no one cares.
Guess what's next? Guess what I just heard? Guess what they've been doing all day? Guess who I saw in the subway? Guess who I ran into yesterday? Guess who is calling? Guess who's coming to dinner?
You must be so ashamed. He must be fed up with me. He must be feeling awfully lonely. This must be really hard on you.
You could be right. You could get hurt. You could die. You could do great things.
I'm stuck in this situation. I'm stuck at home. I'm stuck between the doors. I'm stuck here all day today. I'm kind of stuck at work right now.
I'm almost there. I'm almost done. I'm almost home. I'm almost ready.
I'm out of money. I'm out of time. I'm out of battery. I'm out of shape. I'm out of breath.
Knowing Amy, I'm gonna have to tell her again. Knowing Matt, he'll be trying to pick up women there. Knowing you, you'll barely make it on time.
I'll see how it goes. I'll see what I can do to help you. I'll see if I can think of something. I'll see what I can find out.
I guess I got lucky. I guess I should listen to your advice. I guess we'll have to change our schedule. I guess I can try it again. I guess that's just the way life is.
Thanks to you, our fridge is empty. Thanks to my mom, I'm stuck at home cleaning. Thanks to you, Haley hates me now. Thanks to this course, my GPA will go up. Thanks to my friend, I was able to pass the test. Thanks to you, I can get my computer fixed for free.
You can't just put it there. You can't just cancel our plans at the last minute. You can't just tell me what to do. You can't just ask people personal questions. You can't just quit halfway through the project.
I bet he's still mad at me. I bet he'll be late again, he always is. I bet she knows already. I bet Jasmine hates you too.
I'm convinced that she's innocent. I'm convinced she still loves me. I'm convinced you can do it. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that you will prove your worth.
Not everyone is happy about that. Not everyone wants to be a celebrity. Not everyone can be a leader. Not everyone can afford to study abroad.
Every time I wash my car, it rains the next day. Every time he gets a hangover, he says he'll quit drinking. Every time I see Kevin, my heart beating fast.
Good thing that nobody saw us doing that. Good thing we didn't listen to his stupid advice. Good thing I don't have to do that. Good thing I brought you here. Good thing I came prepared.
Turns out that Irene is a friend of my sister's. Turns out he was only using me. Turns out he lied about his past. Turns out he is dating my ex.
Let's hope we can find a parking space. Let's just hope the boss is in a good mood. Let's hope history doesn't repeat itself. Let's hope he learned from his mistakes.
I figured everything would all work out. I figured you'd be interested in her. I figured that she was just tired. I figured we were just calling it off. I figured we were friends already.
You're speaking to him as if he'll listen to you. Nancy looked as if she was 10 years younger. He looked at me as if I was crazy. You're acting as if that's going to happen.
I find that hard to believe. I find it very difficult to forget what happened that night. I find your idea absolutely nonsense. I found the movie totally confusing.
How's everything? How's your marriage? How's it going with her? How's your practice going?
How often do you check your emails? How often do you go out with Jack? How often should I take this pill? How often does this magazine come out?
How soon can you get it done? How soon do you expect him back? How soon can we stop for a restroom? How soon will we know the decision?
How long is his hair? How long did it take to drive to San Francisco? How long did it take them to build this wall? How long ago did your visa expire?
I promise to do my best. I promise to take my kids out on the weekend. I promise it won't happen again. I promise that you won't feel any pain.
You promised to come by 11. You promised to take out the garbage. You promised us you'd quit drinking. You promised me a motorcycle ride.
I'll never do that again. I'll never tell anybody. I'll never trust anybody again. I'll never forget what you did to me.
I hope it's nothing serious. I hope he asks me out. I hope you'll understand. I hope you're having a good time in there.
I wish I was taller. I wish tomorrow was Friday. I wish I had asked him. I wish you a long and happy marriage.
Try to pay attention. Try to remember. Try to get some sleep. Try to understand her problems.
Don't even think about it. Don't even talk about him. Don't even look at me.
Why is it so hard? Why is it so dark in here? Why is it so hot in this office? Why is it so important to you?